Hi there. A very simple metaphor that I was talking to a client about the other night, they found really helpful, and it was about our cup overflowing. We often say these phrases and maybe not overly consider what they mean. So I'm going to give you a very visual idea of how that would look. So if the water is stress, if you think one would hopefully start life in a relatively stress-free state. But very quickly there will be stresses. We won't remember them all, but those stresses will start to fill that cup. Now, we can often deal with a bit of stress and then we can empty that cup a bit. And that keeps us healthy mentally and hopefully physically. But again, life happens. It might be being at school and being bullied by people. It might be trouble with a sibling. And that cup starts to get more and more full. And then we might empty a little bit of it because life settles again and we feel better. Now, when we get into adulthood, things get a lot harder, don't they? Stress really begins. We have financial stress, we have relationship stress, work stress, friendship stress. Now again, if life calms down, we get to empty that cup a little bit again. We might not deal properly with all the events, but if life calms down, it just gives us a little bit of emptying time. But then sometimes things hit us all at once. We might have an ill parent. I'm sure you can think of all the stresses that you've experienced in life, and then our cup begins to overflow. And it's when that cup overflows that we really begin to struggle and it begins to take its toll. And that might be in terms of a sleepless night to start with, but that sleepless night turns into insomnia. That may be some anxiety, a very activated nervous system. It may be depression. These issues don't just appear. They happen because something has become too much. And sometimes that one thing may be one huge thing, one big trauma, one big stress, or it may be an accumulation of stresses that really haven't been properly dealt with. So even though at times we were able to empty our cup a